Hello Roosevelt students, this is Mr. Roble. I'm going to be doing another video lab with you today. Today's video lab is called the Fault Model Lab, and it looks something like this. If you have a copy of the accelerated version, it will look a little bit different, but the process that I'm going to show you in the video today is the same process for general and accelerated. If you don't have a copy of the lab, you can more than likely print it off somewhere from your teacher's website or from their grade book, or you can get a hard copy from your teacher in the classroom. So there is the purpose up at the top of the lab. It says, I can explain the geologic events, landforms, and relative motions that occur at plate boundaries. The materials that you need are a ruler and some fault models, which I'm going to be showing you in the lab today. So the background information, you do have to do that on your own. And it says the book numbers right here in case you have a book at home or you can access it online. Also, if you have the notes, this can all be found in the notes. So the analysis is where we actually start doing the lab. And as we're going through this lab, if at any point you need to see something again, rewind the video or pause it and look at the picture that I'm going to show you. So it says locate points A and B on your model and move point B so it is next to point A. Observe your model from the side, so the cross section of it. So I'm going to show you what this means with the models, and then you'll have to again pause it, and you might have to rewind it, and you'll have to answer these questions that go along with part one. So we'll find points A and B, and then we'll line them up, and we'll see what I'm talking about here. So get this out of the way. So here are the models that we have. And this one, come on, there we go. So you can see that it says rock layer X, Y, and Z, and then it says B and C on the side. And this one fits in here just like this. Nope, it doesn't fit like that. Sorry, I'm trying to do it while watching myself on the screen. Fits together like this. So this one says rock layers X, Y, and Z again, and A and D on there. So what we do is we put these together. And these are the three different rock layers. So there's X, Y, and Z, they're green, yellow, and red. On the top of this would be like where you would walk or where you would drive a car. So there's a river that's here right in the middle, it's the blue thing. There's some train tracks over on this side, that's the brown thing. And then the black thing is a road. So you can see that we're going to affect the river, the railroad tracks, and the road by our different faults. But I'm going to match up A and B. Then I'm going to show you what happened to A and B. So now A and B are lined up for the most part, and you can kind of see what happened here. So we have a bit of a gap that's been created, and you have to answer a few questions about what kind of fault we have just made by matching up A and B. So that would be for the first part, or part one, under the analysis. For part two, it says locate C and D on your model and move C next to point D. Observe the cross section of your model, and once again we have some questions that we have to answer here for part two. So I'm going to show you what those look like, and now C and D are matched up, and you can kind of see what type of fault we have here. So this was A and B, this is C and D. You can kind of see what the difference is there. And you notice what happened to the road, to the river, and to the railroad tracks. That's with B and that's with part two, C and D. And this is with part one, A and B. The last part of the lab is part three. And this time we're going to move parts F and parts G, or sections F and sections G together, and create the third type of fault. There is one question where you do have to do some measuring, and that's part 3, letter H. It says if the scale used in this model is 1 millimeter equals 2 meters, how many meters did the Earth move when the strike slip fault caused point F to move alongside point G? So when I measured it just now, it's 27 millimeters. So you'll have to do the math on that. But for H, it's 27 millimeters. So here is what it looks like before. So here's F, here's G, and then I'll slide it up so that F and G are lined up, and you end up with that. If there's any questions that you have, or if there's anything that you missed, either rewind it or pause it, or talk with one of your teachers. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.